clothing product labels. Small pieces of paper, fabric, plastic, etc. that offer clothing product information. Child laborer. Underage worker, one who is usually deprived of childhood due to having to work. Fair trade logo. A sign that represents trade between buyers and producers in which fair prices are paid. Hazardous. Risky, dangerous. Sweatshop. A factory where manual workers are lowly paid and have to work under poor conditions. Unethical. Not morally correct. Environmental impact. Adverse effects caused by development, industrial, or infrastructural project. Spending habits. The amounts and frequency consumers making purchases. Pollutant. A substance that causes undesired effects to the environment. Splurge. Spend freely or extravagantly. Struggle. Make forceful or violent efforts to get free of restraint or constriction. Unjust. Not based on according to what is morally right and fair. Avoid temptation. Stay away from the desire to do something wrong or unwise. Plan in advance. Prepare ahead in time. Marketing sign. A sign that tries to tell about a product or service. On sale. Offered for purchase at a reduced price. Bargain. A thing bought or offered for sale much more cheaply than is usual or expected. Buy on impulse. Buy suddenly without forethought. Impulse buyer. Someone who buys without planning to do so in advance. Make fewer purchases. Buy less. Barely. Almost not. Checkout. A point at which goods are paid for in a store. Closet. A cupboard or wardrobe. Creep in. Move forward slowly. Garment. An item of clothing. Observation. An action or process of closely monitoring something or someone. Out of boredom. Because of being restless through lack of interest. Peek. Look quickly or furtively. Regret. A feeling of disappointment over something that one has or has not done. Gene editing. The use of biotechnological techniques to make changes to specific DNA sequences. Genetic engineering. Geneticist. A biologist who studies genetics. Researcher. Someone who studies a subject carefully in order to discover new knowledge. Scientific breakthrough. A sudden and important discovery or development in science. Scientist. A person who studies and has expert knowledge of science. Alter. Change. Application. The action of putting something into operation. Bacteria. Microscopic living organisms which are usually one-celled. Disease-free. Unaffected by illnesses. Embryo. An animal that is developing either in its mother's womb or in an egg. Intelligence. The ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills. Physical trait. A feature of your body. Potential. a latent quality that may be developed which could lead to future success. Professor, a university academic of the highest rank. Survive, continue to live or exist despite hardship. Technique, a skill or ability in a particular field. Trait, a distinguishing quality or characteristic. Haltingly, stopping often when saying or doing something. In delight, with pleasure. Matter-of-factly, in an unemotional and practical manner. Wearily, with extreme tartness. Announce, make a formal statement about a fact, occurrence, or intention. Beam, smile broadly. Murmur, say something in a low and indistinct voice. Sigh, emit a long, deep audible breath expressing sadness, relief, or tiredness. Blink, flash on and off. Dome, a rounded vault forming the roof of a building or structure. Gifted, having exceptional talent or natural ability. Institute, an organization having a particular purpose, especially one about science or education. Interrupt, stop the continuous progress of. Leap up, jump upwards. Mouth-watering, smelling, looking, or sounding delicious. Nowhere in sight, not be seen or found. Slide, move smoothly along a surface. Apparently, according to what you have heard or read, according to the way something appears. Asteroid, a small rocky body orbiting the Sun. Endeavor, an attempt to do something, especially something new or difficult. Lethal, sufficient to cause death. Mental, relating to the mind. Physical, relating to the body. Predict, to say or estimate that something will happen in the future or will be a consequence of something. Prospect, the possibility or likelihood of some future event occurring. Ultimate, most extreme, best, worst, greatest, most important, etc. Undergo, to experience something unpleasant or difficult. Auction, a public event at which things are sold to the person who offers the most money for them. Constitute, to be the parts that form something together. Deal, an agreement, especially in business, on particular conditions for buying or doing something. Income, the money that a person, a region, a country, etc. earns from work, from investing money, from business, etc. Instill, to gradually make somebody feel, think, or behave in a particular way over a period of time. Limitation, a limit on what something can do. Golden rule, an important principle that should be followed when doing something in order to be successful. Shopaholic, a person who enjoys shopping very much and spends too much time or money doing it. Stretch, to be enough to buy or pay for something. Wasteful, using more of something than is necessary, not saving or keeping something that could be used.